Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Jenna here with a little get ready with me. It's been a minute. I know I have 2 videos that I posted, but I didn't really catch up with you all. So in today's video, we are gonna have a little talk. I mean, you can't talk back to me, but I can talk to you, and that's what matters. So yeah, there's no transition. I'm just gonna hop straight in and start working on my makeup. I found a look on Pinterest and I would show it to you all, but I could not find the person's Instagram, so I didn't want to, you know, take credit for a look that I did not come up with. I'm gonna try and do my makeup the way I normally do, which is just like having this in my hand, but I'm also kind of nervous that the camera's gonna focus in on it and you won't be able to see what I'm doing. So I'm gonna set my eyes. All the products that I use today will be in the description box, so feel free to check that out if you're really into what I'm using. I'm also going to be sipping on tea here and there. One of my coworkers gave me a tea to try because she said that I might like it. First, I'm gonna adjust my mirror. Yeah. My whole setup now has to be like put away and taken out and moved, so sometimes I might be all over the place and my backdrop's never gonna look the same. Like, I'm gonna be 100% honest, it's literally never gonna look the same. I might not even have to zoom in because my mirror is perfect right here. So where to begin? I didn't make any notes to like talking points to talk to you all about because I am not that prepared. Normally I am, but not today. I don't know how to start this look, to be honest. I think I'm just gonna go in. Wow, I really didn't think this through. Honestly, I am just doing my makeup to sit in the house, so if it doesn't look very good, no one is gonna see. My roommate is not home, and it's her mom's birthday this weekend, so she won't be coming home. She went to her hometown. Recently, well, how recent are we talking considering the time frame? The last time we all hung out together, I did my Sour Patch Kids themed look, and it actually turned out pretty good. I was pretty happy with it. I'm trying to play with eyeliner more, and I still have been for a while because it's the quickest thing to do with my work schedule. In that video, I kind of just talked about my favorite candies, sugar, gummies, and I really need to go to the dentist. I cannot even begin to describe how painful that video was because my teeth, I definitely, like, I already had cavities, okay? I want that to be known. I just haven't been to the doctor in quite some time. So, well, not the doctor, I just haven't been to the dentist in a while, mostly because my dentist was in my hometown and I don't live in the hometown that I'm from. So I just never had the opportunity or the time to make a trip and get my teeth cleaned. So yeah, I am now at the point where I am going to be making a dentist appointment. I regularly see the doctor, okay? I need that to be known. I regularly see my doctor. I just don't go to the dentist as much as I should because I don't like the dentist. They always tell me that I don't floss enough, which is always true because I don't, and I hate it. I really do. So that is like a big thing that I'm really trying to recognize, that it is 2021. I am now 26 and I really need to take better care of myself. I can't even use the excuse that I don't have health insurance because I do. I was taken off of my parents' insurance. Love getting older. And now I have to fend for myself. But I have insurance and I will be going to the dentist. I just hope that I can find a place in town here that takes it, because that's kind of like my worry, is that I won't be able to find somebody who will take my provider. My doctor, the one that I see regularly, does still take my insurance, so that's really, really good, because I was worried. I love my doctor. I don't know. She's quick to the point. She doesn't make me feel gross about my body. I don't know. She's just great. I love my doctor. This beginning of January, I kind of took inventory of all of the things that, as an adult, what I should be doing that my mom used to do for me all the time. And as for going back to school, I kind of already talked about that in my 2021 intentions, but I can go over a few of the things, the talking points that I talked about. I will be going back to school, which has, oh gosh, I don't know, like, I have a love-hate relationship with school, and I think it's just because I am the type of person where I need to go to school for something that I like and something that I enjoy. Otherwise, I am not gonna care. I'm not gonna want to sit in class and pay attention because it's not what I'm passionate about. And there are some people who can just go to school and can just be in a, like, a simple, not a simple degree, but just something not generic, or even just go to school and get your, what is it called, liberal arts, where you kind of just take classes and graduate with a, like, a general ed degree of some kind. There are people who do that. I have a few friends who did do that, and kudos to them. Like, truthfully, I think that is such a great thing to be able to do. But for me to go to school, I personally need to do something specific, and for quite some time I've been not necessarily using it as an excuse, but kind of as an excuse to not go back to school. And I think there's just a lot of general anxiety that comes with going back, because that means that my work schedule is gonna have to change potentially, and the way that I live my life currently, which is really nonchalant and easy. Knock my mirror over. What was I talking about? Yeah, there's just, I don't know. So I'm going back to school. Oh, that tea is delicious. I will be going back to school in March, and I am going with a graphic design and media studies degree, which I am very excited for. I feel like it's gonna be really fun, and it's gonna be great. I just keep telling myself that I'm gonna have a blast, it's gonna be fun, it's something that I'm interested in, and yeah, that's pretty much it. My current living situation is wonderful, I would even say. Like, I was gonna say lovely, but my roommate Sam, we worked together at my current job, and she no longer works there anymore, but we did once work together. And she is so easy to get along with. If we don't agree on something, which is very rare, it's very easy to just kind of chit-chat. We're both, I don't know if I would call myself blunt, but I think with living situations I can be very blunt, and I appreciate that we often are on the same page. I've recently got more into astrology stuff, so for anybody that's curious, my sun sign is Leo, my birthday is in August, and my moon sign is Aquarius and my rising is Aries. Now, I could do a whole video on this because it would probably take too long for me to describe in this one, or what all of that stuff means, because some people don't believe in it. But what that means for me is that for Sam, her sun sign is an Aquarius, and that's my moon sign. So often a lot of the things that we feel are similar. And if you don't believe in that mumbo jumbo, or like you don't use co-star or any of those things, then feel free to kind of just ignore what I'm saying. But astrology stuff has always been just kind of fun for me because I love the memes that people put out. I'll try to find my favorite meme and put it over here. I love the memes people put out about astrology signs, and I definitely think that there are some people who take it way too seriously, but I don't know, it's just fun. It's fun to believe. It's fun to poke fun at people. One of my closest friends, he doesn't believe in astrology, and so we often not get into arguments, but I kind of just poke at him every once in a while for being a Cancer, and he just thinks it's all fake. So, you know, it's all fun. It's all for fun, and I definitely don't think anybody should take it seriously. I think I even have a Leo inspired look on my channel because I felt like it, you know, like the fiery symbol. I love red, oranges, and gold put together. That's like some of my favorite eyeshadow looks to do, so yeah. But anyways, that's why I like to think Sam and I get along really well together, is because our signs correlate well, and then on top of that, our friendship started from working together, so we already had to communicate well in some way, shape, or form. My living situation is really nice. This is the first time I'm living on my own with one other person. I've either lived, I need like a darker brown. I've always lived with a lot of people. So this is the very first time I'm living with one other person outside of when I worked at the camp that I lived at for a short amount of time. I had like one other person that I shared a cabin with, but even then that wasn't the same as like going home, because I lived with my parents, or I lived with boyfriends, or I lived with just people. And when I lived in the dorms, I didn't have a roommate. I was my own roommate, but I don't even count that as really living by myself, because I either always had somebody over or I lived in a dorm. I don't know, it just doesn't, having an apartment where you pay bills just feels a little bit different than when I lived in the dorms and my parents paid for it. Not for everything, but kind of paid for everything. Alright, the top part of my eyes is done. I want it to be smokier on the top, but I'm afraid that it's gonna get muddy if I keep trying to blend it. I was gonna do a room tour when I first moved in, but my room is never in like complete order ever. How is everyone's quarantine going? Mine is actually not terrible. It's not the best, it's not the worst. I actually tried my best to be careful. My birthday is in the summer, so I think that was the hardest part of quarantine for me, was that I really wanted to go outside, hang out with my friends, see people. I'm gonna try this gel eyeliner because I don't want to do like a really thick eyeliner moment. I just want something simple. I mostly hung out with the same people all summer, which is not a bad thing. I think I do that every year, but I don't know. It just, a lot of my friends have moved So it just felt really different to only spend time with a number of people. Plus, my roommate is a people person. So what I mean by that is that she thrives off of spending time with others and I don't. So I spent a lot of time with her friends as well, which of course then caused some of them to become my friends or people that I got along with because we would just see each other, and that was kind of nice. I spent a lot more time playing board games or card games during the quarantine, I think, or even just recently. My friends really like board games and card games. I usually stay away from them because I don't always understand the rules, but I don't know, I've been trying. I feel like board games is a hobby and I want to get into that hobby more because I love Monopoly. Like, that's one of my favorite games that my friends often roll their eyes at because they don't always want to play Monopoly. And I think that I spent some more time just doing that instead of the other hobbies that I used to partake in, which was like going out, dancing, and just being out until 1 a.m. to dance. And I couldn't really do that because it wasn't safe to do so. So I tried my best not to. The summer was definitely not what I was used to in any way, shape, or form, but it was still fun. Like, don't get me wrong, I still enjoyed myself. Outside of spending time with a select few friends, I also baked a lot. Like, when I say a lot, I mean a ton. All of my friends were like, Jenna, what's going on with you? Why are you baking so much? And truthfully, I bake when I feel sad because it's just something kind of fun to do. So, as you all know, I went through a breakup, and that actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, and maybe that's because I had a lot of time to be on my own and really digest everything. I am dating somebody new now, so that could be a fun tea time that I could potentially share with you all. My new boyfriend's name, what I like about him, maybe things that I don't like about him, which that's like no tea, no shade. He actually wants me to have things that I don't like about him because, I mean, that's what makes love real. Like, there's going to be something that you don't like about your partner, but anyways, I digress. So I spent a lot of quarantine with him. Quarantining together has been really nice, actually. I've started watching football and basketball because he likes, I'll have to ask him what the correct word is, but he thoroughly enjoys sports. I do have a favorite sports team. I don't know if I've talked about how I feel about sports on this channel, but that has never been my forte in any way, shape, or form. Like, I have always been the artsy anime kid that doesn't pay attention to football when it's played at like a restaurant or anything, or baseball is really big in some of my circles, and I just like never cared. So it's kind of funny for my friends to hear that I'm into sports because that hasn't been a thing. My favorite sports team, for anybody who knows sports, likes sports, cares about sports, is the Miami Heat. And my favorite basketball player, because the Miami Heat is basketball, is Jimmy Butler. When I first started watching basketball, I was very happy because there are some really attractive men. Why hasn't anybody told me to watch sports? Just simply for the sheer attractiveness of the players. I feel like, now Am I boy crazy? No, but I can appreciate a good bicep. I think we all can. So when I started watching basketball and football, I'd be like, oh my god, biceps! Look at their biceps, Will! And he thinks it's really funny because he's like, you know what, if that's the thing, Will is my boyfriend. If that's the thing that gets you into sports, fine. Let that be it. And so Jimmy Butler, I used to just call him the man with the good hair because I didn't know what his name was. And he had, in my opinion, he has really nice hair. I was watching the Heat game and my mother was not impressed, but I really like Jimmy Butler's hair. I think he looks good. He just recently, well, I don't know how recently now, but he got a haircut. My god. Yeah, I'm a sports fan. I'm a Miami Heat Jimmy Butler fan. I will put a picture of Jimmy Butler on the screen for you all to look at so that you don't have to do a quick Google search. But yes, that is what Jimmy Butler looks like, and I think he is delicious. Wow, I put way too much powder on my sponge. In quarantine, I have still been working, which has been nice. I worked with some lovely 7-year-olds because my teen position wasn't open. I work with youth and I'm not particularly picky on age, but after spending, I think it was a month and a half working with 7-year-olds, I quickly decided that I for sure love working with teens. I've realized that the heartburn that I get, because I'm an old lady, is so intense that I can't buy just like sauce from a store anymore. I have to make my own. So I've really been taking my time on the weekends to make my own spaghetti sauce, and I don't have a recipe, so it's not like I could do a video for you all to see and watch. The recipe that I even use, I took from YouTube. I will laugh if this video is out of focus. Not in a haha way, but like in an of course way. I think that while I was away, I spent a lot of time by myself and with friends and just doing things that I liked to do instead of really catering to others or catering to my job. And like, yeah, I still worked a lot. I couldn't really complain about that considering there were people who were out of work. I was very healthy. There was a small COVID scare, but I tested negative and I was fine. I just feel like it needs to be smokier, like with the purple. I want more smoky purple. I want to do just a little, is this too big? Too big of a gem pop? I think that's too big. I want it to be noticeable. These too big. They might be. Yes, let's bring attention to my baggy eyes. Oh, this one isn't the same size, is it? Ah, dropped it. Okay, when I do mascara, it'll make sense. Should I have done this after mascara? I don't know. That's what we're here for. The chaos that is the TheJennaExperience. Alright world, this is my finished look. I really like it. The black lip is fun. So I really wish that I could give the proper credit to the person that I found that even did this look. I hope you guys enjoyed catching up with me. It has been a while. All of the products that I used today will be in the description box down below. Don't forget to comment what you did during quarantine. To be honest, I doubt anybody is even gonna put a comment in the comment section because it's been so long, but I guess we'll find out. And I'll see you in my next video, which will be adding a pop of color to your everyday look. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share if you want, I guess. And I'll see you in my next video. See you later.